To her surprise, Maria was beginning to grow attached to the wondrous new land she had found herself in.
She missed her herd back home, of course. She also missed the sweet taste of the bluegrass, giggity, in the valley where she was raised.
But she liked walking around and leaving hoofprints in the freshly fallen snow. She liked gazing at the tall tower that rose up from behind the castle walls, and imagining what magnificent view it offered out into the kingdom grounds. But most of all, she liked her new friend.
One day, she asked the White Knight whether he might allow her to climb the tower to see if she could spot her homeland off in the distance.
Well, Maria, the knight responded with slight hesitation. You see, the staircase leading up to the tower is very narrow, and I'm not sure that a four-legged cow like yourself would be capable of making the trip up.
This just in. Never say never, proclaimed Maria, as she instantly stood upright on her hind legs and began marching toward the castle gates. News at 11.
As fresh snow blanketed the grounds of the kingdom, the White Knight gazed out upon the sprawling valley, sighed to himself, and said, "I must be the loneliest knight in all of the land."
All of a sudden, Morty, the White Knight spotted a strange creature wandering up the snowy path towards him. As the distance between the knight and the creature shrank, he saw that it was a fucking cow.
Who goes there? The White Knight stammered. To his surprise, a gentle voice responded, "It is I, Maria, a calf who has found herself far from home."
Once upon a time, in a magical kingdom surrounded by a vast valley, there lived a young squire who dreamed of becoming a knight. Every day the squire carried out his daily duties, patiently awaiting the day he could prove his worth and pass into knighthood.
The prince journeyed on, spending days traveling and his nights in little wayside inns, till one day he found himself in the heart of the Adamant Mountains.
Great red granite crags and the surrounding peaks rose out of the gleaming snow like ugly fingers, and the slopes of giant glaciers sparkled in the sun like torrents of diamonds. The prince sat down by some stunted trees, whose tops had been broken off a long time ago by an avalanche, and began to eat the bit of bread and cheese he had stored in his pocket. Meanwhile, his black horse hit the grass, which grew here and there along the mountain path. And as the prince sat there, in the bright sun and the silence of the mountains, he became aware of a low, continuous roar.